Florida State is adding great experience and speed to its offense in the wide receiver room. Florida State, as we know, already grabbed a big name through the transfer portal with USC wide receiver transfer Deuce Robinson coming in to pair him with Thomas Castellanos, which Thomas Castellanos has got to be a happy guy right now and getting this news about its new addition to the wide receiver room, this time with Tennessee wide receiver Squirrel White coming in as a transfer, most recently visiting with Florida State. Also, a lot of schools across the country intrigued about his talents that he could bring to their program. But Florida State and Tim Harris Jr., new wide receivers coach, get the commit here. And explosiveness, speed, experience at the SEC level, exactly what Florida State needed to do to reload in the wide receiver room, which was a complete letdown in the 2024 season. So what is Squirrel? Which, first off, the name is incredible. It's going to be awesome. The content is going to be great to use. The tweets, whenever he scores a touchdown, I just can't wait. When Squirrel scores an 80-yard touchdown, hopefully with a deep ball from Thomas Castellanos, an explosive play, explosive one-on-one opportunity. But, yeah, Squirrel White, he can take it 80 yards. You know, Thomas Castellanos is rolling out. Just give the opportunity to him and give him just toss it up. This is a guy that brings serious speed to his game. But what is he bringing to this offense under Gus Malzahn, the new offensive coordinator? Well, he was ranked second on the team in receptions at Tennessee with 34 and third in receiving yards with 381 in this last season. His career stats sit at 131 receptions, 1,665 yards, and 6 touchdowns in 38 games. So a lot of production there. Florida State, which what they needed to bring in as guys that have that experience, and now I'm bringing him in alongside with Deuce Robinson as well. But he did serve the role as Tennessee's slot receiver and did a really good job with his durability as well, which Florida State does need some guys that can stay healthy, that can stay out there on the field. Florida State has lost a handful of guys through the transfer portal with explosiveness. That's the thing that Florida State needed. They were able to grab some vertical threats, some guys that can go and win those one-on-one matchups because of their size, but they needed to add in some skillful players that are in that slot position that can run you and take you for a ride down the field, and that's something Florida State is going to be having here with Squirrel White in that room. Florida State lost Deuce Spann, though, who's an explosive, speedy player, but things that did not work out there. Malik Benson, too, coming from Alabama as a transfer. And then also, as we know, Destin Hill now going and playing for Brian Kelly and LSU, but was injured the entirety of that 2024 season, so didn't get to see him play at all. So Florida State needing to kind of reload in that slot position, but more specifically needing to find speed there to stretch the field. But like I said, they bring in Deuce Robinson, which was a big pickup there for Florida State, a legacy player, but bigger size as well. And then also to a really promising and productive wide receiver who I'm excited for coming from the high school level, Javon Boggs. He's a guy that produced a lot, and is really reliable with his hands. So Florida State bringing in some really productive wide receivers, which they needed. And two, Florida State looking back some of the youngsters that you hope can be developed better than how Ron Dugans was doing things, of just catch the ball. That's all we need. That's all we need. That's all we're looking for. But there's some youngsters that Florida State is hoping that can take the next step, like a guy like Hakeem Williams, who you want to see more consistency from. And then two, I want to see more of guys like BJ Gibson. You want to see LeWayne McCoy. There's a lot of guys that I think Florida State fans are wanting to see more of. I want to see some more of Camden Fryer, who I think can fit really nicely into that slot position. And two, a guy like Elijah Moore, who just shows you can make those plays. We were hearing it all throughout practices and camps that he was a guy that was a shining star as a true freshman coming in. But Florida State, I feel like, feels very positive about this group as well. And two, you need speed. There's nothing wrong with some speed coming in. I know Florida State, Mike Norvell was really pressing about this is going to be our speediest team, talking about the 2024 season, really explosive and all that. But this is starting to kind of match up in what Gus Malzahn likes to do in this offense well, and that's take some shots and also to have some speed matched in with what you're going to do in the running game, which will open things up for a guy named Squirrel White. But yeah, I think this is a solid and really nice addition for Florida State with that experience coming from the SEC level. 131 receptions, 1,665 yards, and 6 touchdowns. sign me up. Over 38 games. Let's go. Let's do it. I think Thomas Castellanos has got to be a happy quarterback as well for this. So Florida State, good news here. If you enjoyed the video, definitely hit the like button down below. We'll definitely appreciate it if you do. And then two, if you want to see more videos like this, I highly suggest hitting the subscribe button down below and hitting the bell. When you hit the bell, it gets you notified every time we release one of these videos. And a lot of these are breaking news as we speak. So it goes straight to your phone so you can get a quick little 5 to 8 minute update like these all across your YouTube. So appreciate it. Everybody enjoy the rest of y'all's day. And as always, thank you for watching the video.